Hi everyone, welcome to my another video of art therapy, and this time today I'm making a mixed media artwork on an MDF board. For this artwork I'm using leftover embellishments, spray paints and metallic acrylic paints. The main idea of this artwork is not to make something perfect, but it is about enjoying the process and expressing myself, my feelings through art. This is why I'm doing this as an art therapy activity. Okay, so I started with a plain MDF board. For me, it is a blank page where I can freely express my thoughts and emotions. There are no rules about it, as I always say, and there is nothing that how it should look, no feeling about that. I'm using leftover embellishments because I feel and I believe that even small unused materials can become something beautiful. Instead of throwing away all my things, I'm giving them a new life. And this is also to remind myself that we all have value, even when we feel forgotten or incomplete. So I'll be using some spray paints to create different layers and backgrounds. Spray paint is also a fun because every spray creates a different effect. I cannot control everything, and that teaches me to accept unexpected results. Sometimes the best part of the art work happens by chance. I will be using metallic acrylic paint, and the shiny paint will be highlighting different parts of the artwork and will make them stand out. So for me, it represents hope, positivity, and light that we can find even during difficult times. So I hope you understand the reason of starting with mixed media artwork as an art therapy. So I'm taking some sand, in that I have added some water and some fevicol, and now I will be giving some texture to it. Mixed media art also gives me the freedom to experiment. If I do not like one layer, I can add another layer. There are so many mistakes. Only new ideas and new possibilities are there, and those are not mistakes for me. This artwork teaches me the importance of recycling and reusing materials, which has always been my favorite. It shows that creativity does not always need new supplies. We can create something meaningful with what we already have. So go grab the leftover material in your house and just settle it down on the MDF board, whatever you have. You can even take a canvas board and then spread it out in the way, in the designer way you want, and mix some sand with, if you don't have sand, maybe you can take some small pebbles and spread it on the board. And with, I'm using this scrapping tools which we use it for texture art, and just scrap it out and give some texture to the canvas board. And once it is done, I will be using the black spray paint for the entire thing, for the entire artwork. Now if you observe closely, I have used many of the MDF scraps. You can call it scraps or leftovers. Like if you see the flowers in the center, that is also of MDF, made of MDF wood. And the circles which I have pasted in the beginning, that is also MDF wood. If you see some black flowers on the board, those are made with black or even the gray color. These are all made with the seal. So just stick everything all together, and at the end I would just want to say that I do not judge any of my artwork by how perfect it will look or how perfect it looks. What matters most is how I felt while creating it. And so are you going to do that. This process will help you relax, express yourself, and feel more connected with your emotions. And that is how it has happened with me. In overall conclusion, I would say that mixed media artwork is a journey of creativity, of self expression, and healing. By using leftover embellishments, spray painting, metallic acrylic paints on the board, I have created not only an artwork but also a positive and peaceful experience through art therapy. If you observe closely, it has been a very, very relaxing technique for me. Through this creative journey, I am reminded that healing is not about becoming perfect, which I have always been saying. It is about accepting every layer of our experiences, finding meaning in them, and allowing creativity to guide us towards greater self awareness and emotional well being. As I complete the artwork, I do not evaluate it based on technical skills or perfection, which I always tell you don't go for the perfection. Instead, reflect on how the process made you feel. Did it really relax you like how it did to me? Or did it allow you to express emotions that were difficult to put into words? Or did it encourage patience or your curiosity or acceptance? These reflections are more important than the final appearance of the artwork. So when you are making this artwork, you should feel relaxed. You should feel filled with lot of patience and curiosity to see like what is going to come out. You know, it should not be focusing on the perfection. After giving a black spray layer, as this artwork needs a lot of layering, I'm applying white acrylic paint on the portions which I want to highlight. So after the white, I will be using the metallic colors, maybe some gold, as I have used gold in the previous painting, some same like this. So this time I will be using the copper and some of the metallic purple also. I'm practicing this creative project to understand that patience and relaxation does not need any special materials. Even you can recycle and reuse your old material to relax your mind, to your soul, and even your inner self and your thoughts. It reminds me that creativity often comes from making the most of whatever you already have. You know, in art therapy, this idea can always be symbolic of personal growth. We do not always need something new to heal or create change. Sometimes, simply we need a new perspective and on what is already within us. Mixed media is a perfect form which teaches us flexibility. There is no single correct way to create the artwork. If one element does not work or as expected by you, you can add another layer, change the composition or introduce new texture. This mirrors life, where setbacks can become opportunities for growth and creativity rather than signs of failure. So now I'll be creating the second artwork of mixed media. Remember, after the spray paint dries, then only add the metallic acrylic paint to highlight the certain areas. The metallic finish catches the light and creates contrast with the background. That is why I use the metallic colors. These highlights represents moments of hope and inner strength. When you keep your painting on the near the under the wherever the light, the metallic paint reflects light, and it it will remind you that people also have the ability to find moments of brightness even during challenging times. These shining details do not erase the darker layers underneath. Instead, they exist alongside them, showing that healing includes every part of our journey. Watching colors blend and overlap reminds me that emotions also exist in layers. Joy, sadness, hope, and uncertainty can all coexist, creating depth rather than conflict. So, create these beautiful mixed media artwork and do share with me in my Insta handle. I will be waiting, and I hope you enjoyed the entire process. These are the two paintings. Will come up with a new creation in my next video. Till then, bye.